Oh, the month of December, as we approach Christmas, the day when many families and friends get together for great times with exchanging gifts, food, and laughter. And for the Christian community, we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ and the glorious gift that the Father had given us. And unfortunately, we have a group of people that continue as they close the year out with their lies. And who are they? They are the false prophets. They are the charlatans, the snake oil salesmen. Do you name it? They got something going every month. And they've got the doom and gloom for this month. Some of them has got special messages and things going to happen. And then some's got to have something to do with the White House and politics some kind of way. After all of the glorious, marvelous things that our Lord has done and as the scriptures has laid out for us within his word, somehow it has to come back to the political realm in some kind of way. Don't you find that fishy? Don't it sound suspect? If you notice the pattern with these false teachers, many of them, when it gets to December, they've got the same old pattern. Something about something, whether it's get ready for the closing out and get ready for the following year because God told them that. So you'll have these New Year messages gonna come up. Now that their inauguration is gonna be coming up with the person that they prefer and worship, that they'll have messages on that. Then we'll move on to, as the months proceed, all the way leading up to Easter holidays, they'll have messages for that, 4th of July. If you notice, it all just falls in sequence with these people. And it just so happens that God is giving them, just pouring it on them, month by month, week by week, by following the events. See, that's the pattern that they have. Something, an event, something, whether after it's happened, they'll get in the news and want to talk about it after it's happened and try to twist something and go back. And then there's a lot of them, if you notice, they want to take dates. And always back on September the 24th, the Lord showed me I had a vision. Or back in the June of 2023, I was time traveled somehow and I saw this or that. If you notice that, and I say, you know what they're doing with that? They're giving all these dates and months and back because they want to confuse you. They don't want you to really track it. Why is it all of a sudden, oh, the Lord showed me something 2-3 years ago, months and months ago, and some of it's supposed to be a big warning or so. But then they say, oh, the Lord didn't want me to release it. Oh, he didn't want me to release it. So I guess the Lord just wanted people to suffer based upon certain things what some of them say, or want them to just walk off a cliff and stuff. These guys got a pattern. That's what I try to tell people that argue with me. It's set up and I say, if you are a seasoned believer in Jesus Christ, if you've been walking with him for a while, have been studying your word, you've been praying, you should be able to discern charlatans. You should be able to discern frauds. Your antennas, red flags should go up when you start hearing these similar patterns from these people. And then they try to justify their so-called prophecies and lies. But it's a same old pattern. And they all got this same old thing. Just follow their little political mindset where how they go about and how and whatever's happening and trending and things in the media and things like that. And then they take it and they twist the scriptures any kind of way that they can so that they can make it fit and all of that. And then they'll try to say, well, such and such says the same thing, or I'm having dreams and the same thing. And then you hear the followers within there. Oh, I'm having dreams. The Lord confirmed that with me because I've had them dreams too, and this and that. You know why you've had them dreams? We've talked about it on here for those of you who've been with me a while. If you are following somebody that is not called by God, that is a charlatan, and as I say, they are being used by Satan himself, of course you're going to have dreams like that because you have linked yourself up with somebody that is being used by the demonic, by Satan himself. So you have opened yourself up to demonic activity in your life. So it's no surprise that you're going to be restless and tossing and turning and waking up and seeing things in your bedroom and seeing all kind of crazy stuff and all of these things that are happening. No wonder you've opened yourself up. Ask yourself that question. I know personally because and those of you that know my testimony, based upon my father being involved in a false religion, based upon basically opening the door for me because I had no clue that he opened that door up for me to be tormented through sleep paralysis and all of this craziness and things all the way up until I got saved and even after that. And I had to finally get that situated, which I talked about in the previous videos. So if you're all in turmoil, all of this, you're dreaming, as I said, dreaming of flags and dreaming of the nation and as far as constitutions and promoting Christian nationalism and all of that, that's not of God. That's not of God. And these people that are charlatans that are getting behind cameras and every day they're coming up with something, as I say, most of them need to get their butts up, pack their lunchbox, get out there and go to work. Because unfortunately, social media has been the demise for, the devil has used this and spiritually destroyed a whole lot of folks. And folks are sitting behind cameras with no kind of accountability. And one thing I know, the Lord, you're going to be accountable to the Lord for misleading people and deceiving people. And they're behind these cameras that's lying on the Lord daily, making up stuff, talking weird, crazy stuff. Some of it it's laughable. And it's crazy that people, some of the names that they'll call me and this and that, I can't even share it with you. I can't even, the algorithm sometimes blocks it. Sometimes you don't even get to see some of they supposed to be Christian, watch the Christian channel, and they're cursing me and calling me all kind of hateful names, you name it. And I just respond back and I say, how Christian of you? You sound so, and I told one person the other day, I said, it's like your grandma used to say, you need to have your mouth washed out with some soap. That's what many of these people need to have. And many of these people's hearts that are calling themselves messengers of the Lord, they need to have their hearts washed out because their hearts are not right, because they're out here deceiving people and lying on the Lord. So don't get caught up in all of these phony Christmas messages that they're portraying and coming up with this or that, because just get ready. Next message is going to be something God told them for the new year. God told them for the inauguration. God told them, I don't know, that's probably go right into Valentine's Day. Then it'll be something with St. Patrick's Day, Memorial Day. It'll just be all the holidays. And it's going to be this or that. And then it'll be right back to the political figures. Nothing. If you notice, these folks, there's nothing, it's all about glorifying themselves. Like I say, many of them have self-esteem issues, so they want to look important, want to sound important, and all of these. And many of it, like I say, their theology and all of that is way off. So get in the Word for yourself. Study to show thyself approved. Pray and ask the Lord. As I said, many of you, if you are older and you've fallen for this stuff, shame on you, because you really should know better. But if you're younger, you need to understand. We're in a different time frame right now. People are in a different mindset, and many of you don't even realize that you have been captured by the enemy, and he's got control of you, and you're thinking that person you're following is somebody that's God sent. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by their niceness and their kindness and their humbleness, and they try to tell you, oh, just pray about it. Oh, pray about it. That's the way to get your guard down. Don't fall for these people that are calling themselves prophets on the internet, because they're nothing but YouTube psychics, and we'll continue to call them out and do what we always do. Talk about issues the church run away from, take the devil head on, punch it right in between the chops. EvangelismforGod is the channel. My name is Maurice Braxton. Until the next video, my friends, take care. God bless.